excited to award you the Built More Tough Tex Tyson Player of the Year.
And great theatrics there from Lubbock Christian head coach Chris Softly announcing there that Keaton Lee is our private school Built Ford Tough Player of the Week for Week 2. We welcome you into the Built Ford Tough Player of the Week show. Ashley Pickle, Greg Tepper, and let's get straight into it. Keaton Lee out there, the starting wide receiver for Lubbock Christian, had an incredible performance in Week 2. 9 receptions for 237 yards and 5 touchdowns. Tacked on 6 tackles there, Greg Tepper.
Yeah, but the thing is, it goes beyond that. Obviously, on the field, he had 2 more outstanding, important 2-point conversions. But then you add in the fact that he's a team captain. His coach says he exemplifies that servant leadership, humble, hardworking, committed to the players around him. He's a true team player in every way, and kind of the embodiment of what this award is supposed to mean. Excellence on and off the field. A true Built Ford Tough Player of the Week is Keaton Lee in every way. And, oh, yeah, he happened to have one of the games of the year in their big win over Sundown.
He absolutely did. Our very own Mallory Hartley caught up with Keaton.
So excited that you could join us here today for this award. Tell me, what was your initial reaction when you found out that you were going to be awarded the Built Ford Tough Private School Player of the Week?
I mean, there was a couple emotions. I was a little surprised, but I was also excited. It's an awesome honor to be able to accept this for the team. I think it just kind of shows the team's toughness and what we've put forward this year so far and to continue to put forward.
Talk to me a little bit about how you guys beat Sundown last week and talk about your team efforts in that win.
I think we started out a little bit slow, but we had a refocus point going into that second quarter. We knew what we had to do to get the job done, and we just worked really hard. We made sure every rep we did, we were the toughest team, and that's what we try to put forth every week.
What kind of responsibilities have you taken on as a senior?
I think I've just kind of become more of a vocal leader. We have a group of guys, of course, some seniors, even some juniors, that we try to push people. We hold people accountable. We make sure that we're in the right spots, and even the leaders, we have to make sure the leaders are doing the right thing. So I think we've just kind of been pretty vocal and just making sure we're holding others accountable.
Well, Keaton, congratulations on this award and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Keaton's the guy you want on your team, whether that's football or your architect firm or your life group at church. I mean, he's a guy you want in your group. He is self-motivated, self-disciplined. He's a man who keeps his word and fulfills his commitments. I mean, he just embodies the values that we prioritize here at Lubbock Christian. And he's everything you want. I think I said on there he should run for mayor. I mean, he has my vote. He's the guy. He is a great man on and off the field. The young kids on this campus flock to him and love him because he is kind and compassionate. He has time for everybody. And that's what makes it so fun to be able to celebrate a guy like this, because he's the type of kid that you want to have cameras on.
What kind of example do you hope that Keaton winning this award sets for the rest of his team and your team?
Hard work does not return void. Is put your head down, be a do-right, yes sir, no sir, and just continue to chop wood and carry water. Just put in the time, stack great days, and Lord willing, you'll get an opportunity when the lights come on to really show the essence of your work. But he's the living embodiment of it, and so I hope that many people pay attention, because he's a leader worth following.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate the time. Congratulations on this achievement, and good luck moving forward.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Congrats once again, Keaton Lee, our Built Ford Tough Player of the Week in Week 2 in the private school ranks. To Class 2A we go, where Drake Phillips from Harleton is our Built Ford Tough Player of the Week after a tremendous performance in their win over Queen City. Check out these numbers: 17 carries for 162 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then, oh, by the way, he had 2 interceptions defensively, took one of those back for a touchdown. That is what I like to call a complete performance, actually.
Absolutely, especially in the small school ranks when you get down there, to have a person that's able to make an impact both on the offensive side and defensive side of the ball is so incredibly crucial, and Drake Phillips did just that. His coach said not only does that shed a light on his personal talents, but it helps to highlight our team and a program as a whole, which gave the Wildcats their first win of the season.
It was a massive win, and to cap off a great week for him, he got to catch up with Mallory Hartley.
Congratulations, man, on such a big honor. Give me your initial reaction when you found out that you were going to be awarded the Built Ford Tough 2A Player of the Week.
I was just really excited, and my teammates were there to support me up and tell me good congrats and everything, and it was just a big deal to me.
This award doesn't necessarily only, I guess, shine the light on you, but it also shines the light on your team as well, and the team effort that it took for you guys to beat Queen City last week. Talk to me a little bit about y'all's performance and how you got the big win over Queen City.
Well, O-line, I mean, they did great making holes up there, and Alex, he made some really good reads at quarterback, and we just handled some business up there. And coming off a knee injury, I was kind of scared to make some few cuts in the first half, and we went in the second half, and I taped it up, and I was good after that. And then I just played my game, I guess.
What kind of things does Drake do maybe behind the scenes that the stats don't show or the fans may not see that makes him the kind of player that he is?
I think it's just that bubbly personality he's got. I think he's always in a good mood. Generally speaking, he's still a 16, 17-year-old guy, so he's going to have those down moments. But for the most part, he's always up. He's laughing. He's kind of a life of the party kind of guy, if you will. And so I think that kind of resonates with the other guys on the team and kind of keeps things loose when maybe they might be getting a little too tight.
To put it lightly, right?
Yeah, yeah. He has a way of bringing everybody kind of back to reality and saying, you know what, it is just a game. It's supposed to be fun.
Congratulations again to Drake Phillips, our Built Ford Tough 2A Player of the Week. If you have someone that you think should be a Built Ford Tough Player of the Week, you can go ahead and nominate them. Go to FordPlayerOfTheWeek.com/nominate, send in their stats, and we'll see if we can get them here as our Built Ford Tough Player of the Week.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough.
Into the Built Ford Tough Player of the Week as we take a look at our 3A Player of the Week, and this one's out of Hughes Springs. It is A.J. Morton. Let's get reaction from him first and foremost.
AJ, what was your initial reaction, man, when you found out that you were going to be awarded the Built Ford Tough 3A Player of the Week award?
I was just blessed to receive it. I was very thankful for it.
Now, let's talk about your stat line from last week, and I've got it here. You caught 5 passes for 130 yards and a touchdown. And then on the other side of the ball, you picked off 3. You had 3 interceptions, one of which being a pick 6, right?
Yes,
Talk
ma'am.
about the key to your performance last week. Did you do anything different in your normal routine to lead you to such a explosive game?
Really just my coaches putting me in that position where I could do that. Just practice.
How do you stay motivated throughout the game when you are playing almost every snap of the game? I know you get tired, so how do you keep yourself motivated?
I guess practice, really just practice. You know, we do a lot of practice and it keeps me motivated. My coaches, of course, my coaches, teammates, I do it for my teammates and coaches just to make sure I can do my best.
And then finally, talk to me a little bit about what this award specifically means for you and your career moving forward into the season.
I just want to grow from it. Just do the best I can.
And we believe that you can absolutely do that. Well, AJ, congratulations again on the award and good luck moving forward into the season.
Well, I mean, he's a good person, first and foremost. And that's the #1 thing that I really look for, when it comes to our players and our staff is what kind of a person are they? Are they a good person? Are they a good teammate? And I can definitely say that about AJ. He's a high energy guy. There's always a smile on his face, for the most part. And he's really a big time locker room guy that people gravitate to. So he's really fun to be around, pretty much at all times, whether it be games, practices, meetings, or in the locker room. Just a very infectious personality.
Talk to me a little bit about what type of a leader that AJ is for the rest of his team.
Yeah, I think he does a good job of leading by example. Obviously he's a phenomenal athlete, but he's one that really, like he said a minute ago, that wants to continue to grow. And the biggest thing with that is being bought in with the culture and what we believe and how we go about doing things here. This is our second season here as a staff here at Hugh Springs, and to see the buy-in that he has with us as a staff and what we're trying to promote here at Hugh Springs, and trying to help ensure that the rest of the team is rowing the boat in the same direction. And he's really one of those that, like I said, leads by example, and how he plays the game, how he approaches practice, how he approaches meetings and things of that nature. And I feel like he does a good job of that.
And you kind of already mentioned it in your last answer, but finally, what kind of an example does this set for the rest of your team heading further into the season?
Oh, I think it's huge. It's not just huge for AJ. It's huge for Hugh Springs High School. It's huge for the Hugh Springs community, because the things that we've been preaching to our team, it's coming to fruition. That the hard work pays off, and you do big things, and you're going to get recognized for it. And not only did he get exposure for himself, but he got exposure for everybody here in this community. And anything that you can bring that kind of attention to your program, it just goes to show the other guys in the locker room that they have the potential to do the exact same thing. And it really helps as a driving factor moving forward, that I need to give my best every day in practice and really put a performance on the field that is worthy of taking note of. And that's one thing that we talked about to our team after, we had told AJ that he had got this award, that you didn't think this was possible, and now it's possible. And, we can always do more than what you think you can do. And it really puts AJ in a position moving forward that, now that he's in the running possibly at the banquet, in January, to have a shot at Player of the Year. Okay, well, you got the rest of this season to go prove why you should be the guy to get it.
Yeah, he was an absolute animal in their game. A big win this week over Ore City, and you can see through the numbers exactly how impressive he was. He caught 5 passes for 130 yards and a touchdown. He also picked off 3 passes, taking one of them back. And you see that one-handed grab. The skill that he brings to the field there for Hugh Springs is impressive. And the other thing that I think is most important, he is just a junior. So he is getting better and better. And so if you're Blake Worley, you're feeling like I've got this guy who can be a key part of my defense and my offense moving forward, not just this year, but for years to come. An outstanding performance from A.J. Morton, the Class 3A Built Ford Tough Player of the Week for Week 3. On to the Class 4A Built Ford Tough Player of the Week. We're going to the Coastal Bend to talk about Corpus Christi Toloso Midway senior running back Damian Figueroa, and what a performance he put on for the Warriors in their big win over Corpus Christi. Ray, get this, 33 carries, 280 yards, and 7 touchdowns, Ashley Pickle, and they needed every bit of it.
Talk about one heck of a performance here from Damian Figueroa, and not only that, he obviously does such a good job exploding out of the pocket and being able to really give this Midway team a presence in the run game. They were playing with a backup quarterback, and he had 23 reception yards to lead them to a 2-0 record. He really is Mr. Do-It-All, and Mallory Hartley caught up with him.
You had 7 total touchdowns in the game last week. One of them, I asked Coach about this, one of them you hurdled the defender into the end zone, which I found out that was not your first time to do that. You've done that before. Talk to me about what was going through your mind in that moment after that 7th touchdown that you scored.
I didn't really realize I had 7 touchdowns till the next day during film. So, and like hurdling that guy was just like a initial reaction. Like I didn't know, like I don't really think about jumping over someone. I just do it.
And now I know that you had your backup quarterback in last week, so you kind of had to step up to the plate a little bit. And take over that leadership role in a way. Talk to me a little bit about that and how you were able to step up to the plate in that way and lead your team to a victory last week.
I just really go off energy. So like and Coach V told me that he really needed a guy, so I had to step up and lead the team and just keep scoring so my team could rely on me in a good way.
And then finally, what does this award mean to you for you and your career moving forward?
I'm grateful for it, and I hope to get more, and I thank y'all for it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and good luck moving forward, Damian. Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Congratulations once again, Damian Figueroa from Corpus Christi Toloso Midway, the Week 2 Built Ford Tough Player of the Week in Class 2A. The party is still rolling here on the Built Ford Tough Player of the Week show. Coming up next, the 5A and 6A Players of the Week, plus a look back on some legends of the award. If you stay with us.
In Texas, high school football is more than a game. It's a legacy. From small towns to powerhouse programs, Friday nights showcase the best talent in the nation. At texasfootball.com/recruiting, we cover the stars of today and tomorrow with trusted rankings, in-depth analysis, weekly podcasts, and live commitment announcements, because this is where legends begin.
Welcome back to the Built Ford Tough Player of the Week show, where we honor excellence on and off the field. It's the 20th anniversary of the Built Ford Tough Player of the Week. We're taking this opportunity to take a look back at some of the prestigious award winners from years past. Let's flash it back to 2007 when a young man from Copperas Cove was lighting the Texas high school football world on fire. Robert Griffin III, one of the most dynamic players in Texas high school football history, led the Bulldogs to 2 straight state championship game appearances and an electrifying career, racking up big-time numbers every single week. It all led up to him going to Baylor, where he won the Bears' first ever Heisman Trophy in 2011. Followed that up by being drafted 2nd overall in the 2012 NFL draft. He's now a broadcaster, but he got his start by winning the Built Ford Tough Player of the Week award. It's a prestigious award we're happy to hand out. We're going to continue handing it out here, the Class 5A and 6A winners from Week 2, if you stay with us.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough.
And we're back here on the Built Ford Tough Player of the Week show for Week 2, and let's introduce our Class 5A winner and head down to the greater 210 area as we take a look at DK Garza, the Alamo Heights senior running back. Absolutely popped off against Churchill with 368 yards, 6 touchdowns on just 14 carries. Greg Tepper.
And it was large bills only for DK Garza. Of his 6 touchdowns, 4 of them were 62 yards or longer, including a 75-yard touchdown run and a 77-yard touchdown run. He has been absolutely terrific. He's also added 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns this season so far. He has been an absolute dynamo for the Mules. We knew that they were going to be a little bit different this year with the graduation of Michael Terry, but they are still rolling thanks in large part to DK Garza, and he caught up with our Mallory Hart.
DK, congratulations on such a big honor. Tell me your initial reaction when you found out that you were going to be awarded the Built Ford Tough 5A Player of the Week.
We had just started practice, and Coach Rooney came out and started with his pre-practice talk, and it was just really cool to see everyone just get up and cheer for me. It was an awesome experience.
I want to talk about your senior leadership here. Tell me a little bit about how that's been and what kind of attributes that you have realized in yourself of you being a leader and taking over that leadership role.
I mean, we were super senior heavy last year. We had, I think, a lot of our team was seniors, and so we lost a lot of big players for us. It's just been really cool to see all of our teammates and everyone, all the young guys who have stepped up and started stepping into the roles, and we're figuring stuff out, and it's just been a really cool experience to see that.
Well, DK, congratulations on this honor, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
DK Garza, the Class 5A Built Ford Tough Player of the Week. What a playmaker for Coach Ron Riddiman. We know he is thrilled to have him on his side, as he told Mallory Hartman.
You know, when he was young, as a freshman and a sophomore, he was very talented and obviously could play high-level football. But the leadership, and I think high school football really is about team chemistry and player leadership. And until you step into that role, and really he did a great job last year as a junior in the leadership role. But this year as a senior, I see all the other guys, they're following him. They're seeing how he practices, how he shows up to practice every day, how he behaves, his demeanor on the bus trips, getting ready for a game, how he goes through pregame. There's so many things that go into it, and there's always people watching him. But I haven't seen him change anything about himself, it's kind of cool to watch, and I don't see him changing anytime soon. I think when he goes off to the next level, they're going to get the same thing in their program.
Congratulations again, DK Garza from Alamo Heights, our Built Ford Tough Player of the Week in Class 5A. Last but certainly not least, our Class 6A Built Ford Tough Player of the Week. To Houston area we go, to the Woodlands College Park quarterback Camden Hughes, who was absolutely on one in their win over Klein Cain. He accounted for 534 total yards and 7 total touchdowns, Ashley Pickle, in what felt like a really big win for that program.
Yeah, 6 touchdowns in the air, another one on the ground. He was nails in this win. And, he's a big-time player, too. Some offers from UTSA, from UNT. But I think the thing that speaks the loudest about him is even as a junior, he was named captain of this team. And it's not often, especially at a big 6A program like that, to have a leader that steps up in just their junior year. So I know that they're incredibly excited to have him at College Park.
He was absolutely outrageous in their win over Klein Cain and caught up with our Mallory Hart.
What was your initial reaction when Coach told you that you were going to be honored for your achievements last week?
I mean, yeah, it's really an honor to be able to be in this position. I'm blessed to have this coaching staff around me, a great team, great supporters. I have a great O-line in front of me that really works their butt off every single day. I have great targets at receiver that I can trust to throw the ball to. So, I mean, with all this combined, how hard we work, I mean, success is going to pay off, and it's really a blessing.
And I know that you have hopes of playing at the next level. You picked up some offers from North Texas, UTSA, a couple more. What does winning this award mean for you and your career moving forward?
Yeah, it's a big accomplishment. Obviously, I see guys that are going to the next level that have this award, and it gives me hope to hopefully get my recruiting started and maybe get a jump start on a little more push forward.
Absolutely. Well, Camden, congratulations on winning this award, and good luck moving forward.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I think like a lot of our kids, he's a fun-loving kid who just loves the game of football. And so his approach to practice is he's trying to have fun. He's trying to compete. He wants to win every drill. And I think that kind of correlates to what you see on the field and all the success that he's having. A leader in the role of, as a sophomore, he got thrust into the quarterback role. He took that job, and I think at 15 years old was having to lead some kids that are 17, 18-year-old, and guys started to look up to him. And it's like anything, had a certain level of play that kids started to respect and said, okay, I want to follow this kid. And so coming into his junior year, was elected a captain. He's our only junior captain, and I think that's a really cool responsibility that he's taken on.
Well, and you kind of just mentioned it about him kind of stepping up into that leadership type of role. In terms of his game, where have you seen the most growth over the past year?
I think it's the mental side, honestly, and sometimes you wonder as you're sitting down with a sophomore kid and you're watching film, like, does he understand the things I'm trying to coach him? Does he understand his reads, why we want to go somewhere with the ball versus trying to take the easy throw right in the middle if it's taken away? And so he's had a lot of growth in just understanding conceptually what we're trying to do versus what the defense is taking away. And so that's obviously you've seen some acceleration in his play in that, and his stats have kind of jumped off the charts because of that.
And finally, what kind of example does this set for the rest of you guys moving forward?
I was kind of joking with some of our receivers yesterday at practice. I'm like, all right, so one of y'all going to win an award. Stop letting the quarterback do everything. But no, I think it's a cool thing. I think, like he said, it's going to do something that'll jumpstart his recruitment, because I think, we talked last summer as we were coming into the off season, coming into the season this year. I said, what are your goals for the year, Coach? I want to have a really good year. I want to win, district MVP. I want to be the offensive MVP. I was like, hey, that's great. I want you to be considered the best quarterback in Houston. So let's start with that step and let's go from there. So winning an award like this, I think, is, you know, it's a way to, almost a testament to what we talk to our kids about. Have goals, shoot for those goals, and continue to push yourself until you get there.
Well, Coach, we appreciate the time. Congratulations again, and good luck moving forward.
Yes, ma'am. We appreciate it. Thank you. Go Cavs.
Congratulations again to Camden Hughes, our Built Ford Tough, a 6A Player of the Week here in Week 2. And that wraps us up. All 6 players announced for Week 2. But don't worry, we'll be back again for Week 3 as we take a look at our games to watch heading into Week 3. Greg Tepper, what catches your eye here?
Yeah, absolutely massive games this week. Austin Westlake visiting Humboldt Atascocita. Carday Max, of course, brought home the Week 1 Built Ford Tough Player of the Week in Class 6A. Port Neches, Groves, and LaPorte might have the best crowd in Texas this week. Fort Bend, Crawford, and Belleville, outstanding playmakers there on the Crawford side and on Belleville. Keep an eye on Landon York, the quarterback from Wall, as they take on Jim Ned. Windthorst taking on Munster with quarterback Kason Carney. And Parish Episcopal and San Antonio Cornerstone, 2 big-time private school teams. That's going to wrap it up here for the Built Ford Tough Player of the Week shows. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. We will see you next week, celebrating more excellence on and off.